I'm Brittany.
I'm Brianna.
And welcome back to the Lewis Twins channel. Oh my god, I can't believe we are saying
we just did the same thing.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that we are here again in Veganuary, and if you've been following us since the very beginning, you know what video we are going to be doing. This is going to be celebrating our 3-year vegan anniversary while we do a Mukbang 11th, but we want to film this early so we can get the video out, so it was actually the day before this video came out. We just got food from Jarrell's Better Burger like we did last year. We just got 2 little betters, 2 fries, and then we are going to be drinking our designated poppies. I have strawberry lemon, and Brianna is drinking the last cranberry fizz we have until the very next season. So if you haven't seen this video before, we have a few questions that we're going to be answering pertaining to veganism while we eat this delicious food. So let's get right into the video. The first question we're going to be answering is, what is veganism? This is the first question just to set the precedent so everybody knows what we're talking about. Some people don't know the full definition of veganism, so we're going to go ahead and share what that is. My definition of vegan is somebody who doesn't eat any animal products, so no eggs, fish, meat, milk, anything that comes from an animal, and they also don't participate in any activity that exploits animals, like going to circuses, zoos. The reason that people choose to be vegan are different. They can be moral reasons, ethical reasons, or health reasons. The reason that I decided to go vegan is because it first started off for health reasons, because my skin got really flared up when I ate a lot of dairy, so I was like, I want my skin to clear up, I'm gonna just cut out dairy. And then we did like I believe it was a 30-day plant-based challenge, and then we went back to being vegetarian for a little bit, and then we decided that we just wanted to be vegan, and at that time it was a little bit more for ethical reasons and we didn't want to harm animals anymore. My reason actually started with none of those. I was kind of getting disgusted with eating meat, so that's when I started cutting out meat and I became vegetarian. And like Brittany said, we did the 30-day plant-based challenge, and then after that we decided to go vegan for ethical reasons. The next question is going to be, what are some common misconceptions about veganism? For me, one common misconception is that you can't necessarily get the vegan alternative to a specific good. What I mean by that is I get a lot of comments about people asking me like, how do you feel like never eating brownies again, or like, how do you feel that you can't eat cake? And I'm like, well, I can just get a vegan alternative. I feel especially now that we are officially in 2025, there are definitely a lot of vegan options out there. So basically everything that you can get non-vegan, you can also get it vegan, and it tastes the same. So I think that's one of the common misconceptions, is you can't eat the same foods that you were used to when you have a vegan diet, which that is not true. As you can see by that we're eating burgers and fries. One common misconception that I found is people think that veganism and vegetarianism is similar. But as I explained in the first question, they are different. Vegetarians just don't eat meat. They still continue to eat other animal products like eggs and products with milk in them. I know a lot of people, when they offer me food, they're like, you can eat this doesn't have meat in it, but there's also eggs and other stuff in it. So I still have to tell them, no, I'm vegan, I can't have that. So I feel like that is a common misconception I run into a lot. The next question is not really a question, but it's going to be giving you guys vegan meal ideas or snack ideas for beginners or anybody who wants to try Veganuary or try being plant-based for a while. One meal that we really like to do is taco bowls, and it's really easy to do. You can either use, for the meat in it, you can either use tofu and make crumbles and put taco seasoning on it, or you can use like a plant-based meat alternative like Impossible Meat or Beyond Meat, and then we use any type of rice you like. We like lettuce, corn. If you like salsa, you can put that in. Whatever toppings you like in a burrito bowl, but make sure that they don't have any animal products in it. And that's like really quick dinner idea. We like to do that often during the week. If you don't want to do a burrito bowl, you can still take that recipe and do like tacos. That meal probably takes about 30 minutes, so it's very quick, and we love doing that. And a snack idea I would say is popcorn. Popcorn is literally so easy to do. You can make it on the stovetop. If you get the packages with the kernels in them, they literally tell you how to do it on the back, and it's a very healthy snack. You put a little bit of vegan butter on it, a little bit of salt, and it is very delicious. A quick and easy vegan meal that I have is going to be stir fry. We always make stir fries, and it's very easy to do because you can just put it all in one pot and it's very quick to do. We just normally we get the noodles from Trader Joe's, or we'll get noodles from Target or Whole Foods that are vegan friendly. They already come with the sauce packet, so you don't even have to create your own sauce. And then we normally add tofu, or we add the bulgogi from Trader Joe's. It's like a plant-based Korean meat sort of thing. Then we just add our veggies in. We normally do cabbage or edamame. You can also do broccoli, and you can just kind of put that all in one pot. We also do onions, and then we top with green onions and sometimes sesame seeds, and it's literally just so good, so quick and easy, and you're also getting a lot of vitamins and a lot of nutrients in one meal, and you don't have a lot of cleanup after to do, which is always great. Another quick snack idea that we like to do is dates with peanut butter. We both really love peanut butter. It's just so good. It's the perfect balance of salty, and then when you add it with the dates, it just makes it like a sweet salty vibe. It's literally so good, and it's also very healthy for you. You're getting healthy fats in, and then you're also eating fruit as well. The next question is going to be how to handle cravings for non-vegan food. I feel like this was definitely a little bit more of a struggle when we first started being vegan, and we kind of had to navigate that there's a lot of things in the world that aren't vegan or they don't offer vegan options, and how to not fall into that craving. I also now still struggle with it a little bit because pizza used to be my favorite food ever, and everyone that I work with, we have a pizza shop right next to the salon where I work, and they're always eating pizza, and when they walk past me with the smell, I'm always like, I literally hate you right now. I literally tell them that I'm like, I hate you. One way I like to, I guess, combat this craving is I think about what it is about that specific food that I am craving. Like for pizza, one of the things in cheese, I feel like I really love salt. I don't know, I'm like obsessed with salt, so I'm like, I like think about salt and like the cheese and everything, and I'm like, maybe I'll go eat something else with salt in it, like chips or like something that is vegan friendly. Or you can also just create your own vegan pizza or something, like create the vegan alternative to what you are craving, and it's still gonna be good, it's gonna be delicious, and you won't really feel the craving for the non-vegan food. I would say one way that you can help with cravings of non-vegan things is to find vegan alternatives. As we were saying earlier in the video, there are a lot more vegan alternatives, and to me, I don't know if I just haven't had the other stuff in a while, it really does taste similar. So like if you're craving a burger, you can have like a nice Impossible Burger or Beyond Burger, or if you want ice cream, I know Ben & Jerry's makes good ice cream, and also like Oatly. One thing that we do struggle with is, as Brittany was saying, vegan cheese. It's a little bit different than regular cheese, but I actually do enjoy vegan cheese, and really the only brand of vegan cheese that I like is BioLife, and I think that their cheese tastes pretty good. We actually did a snack plate in our last video using BioLife cheese with crackers, and I thought it was really good. So I think that it would be helpful if you seek out alternatives to help curb these cravings. The next question is, have there been any health concerns or challenges that we have faced as being vegan? And I think we have the same one. The only health challenge that I faced is not getting enough vitamin B12. That's not necessarily just a problem that only vegan people have. A lot of people actually do struggle with getting enough vitamin B12, and the reason that it's kind of paired with veganism is because you can only get it from animal-based sources. Like plants don't produce vitamin B12, so we have to seek out a vegan supplement from Whole Foods, and it's really good. We just take 2 of them every single day. They're like cherry flavored, and they're super good, and that is how we maintain our B12 levels as vegans. Next question is going to be any advice that we have for a person who wants to reduce their animal consumption but is not ready to go vegan yet. I would suggest start out with meat, because to me the meat sources taste most similar to vegan meat, and I think that most people, it's very hard for them to give meat up just in general because it's in like a lot of different things. So I would suggest that if you want to reduce your animal consumption, maybe 2 to 3 nights a week you just substitute your meat for a plant-based protein source, and I think that would be a great way to kind of lean more into a plant-based lifestyle but without giving up your regular lifestyle. I think one way that you can reduce your animal consumption is to find good recipes on Pinterest, vegan plant-based recipes. We don't know what to cook, or especially when we were first going vegan and we didn't really know how to reduce our animal consumption. We found good recipes on Pinterest, and they teach you how to make recipes with vegan products. So you can look up one of your favorite meals, vegan, let's just say burger, and they can teach you either how to make like a burger at home, or they'll tell you to use like the meat substitutes, as Brittany was saying. The next question is, how do we navigate the world that is not very vegan friendly as vegans? One way that we do that is we shop at specific stores. We go to Whole Foods and Trader Joe's because I know that they have a lot of vegan products there, and I don't have to stand in the store and try to figure out if something is vegan. And actually Whole Foods, they have on the back of their packaging, they literally say vegan, so it's really not difficult difficult to figure out if something is vegan in Whole Foods. Mine would be to just plan ahead. Like specifically for work, I always bring a lunch because I know that there's not a lot of vegan places near where I work to order food. If people want to go out to a restaurant or something, I always look at the menu because like we said, veganism is becoming a lot more accessible for people and they have a lot of alternatives, and also sometimes you can just take things out to make it vegan. So if you look at the menu ahead of time, you can decide what you want to order, so then you don't really feel awkward holding people up and asking the waiter what is vegan, what is not vegan. I understand that sometimes you're in a pinch and you need to go to a restaurant, but I would always just recommend trying to plan ahead. What is a vegan resource that we recommend to others? The first one is the app Happy Cow. It is an app you download on your phone and you just put in your zip code and they will tell you all of the restaurants or places that have vegan options near you. They have different options. You can find just vegan options, you can find places with vegetarian options, or you can find places with both vegan, vegetarian, and animal-based products. If you're with other people who aren't vegan, everyone can still eat at the same restaurant. This app has helped me definitely when I'm in a pinch trying to figure out where somewhere I can eat. My resource is going to be the vegan activist Ed Winters. Brown and I are literally obsessed with Ed. He used to have a podcast on, I believe it may have been Spotify too, but I know it was definitely on Apple Podcasts. He doesn't really make the podcast anymore, but I would still recommend going to listen to some of the podcasts. I specifically remember one day I had an epiphany in Central Park, maybe about 3 years ago. This was like the first day we ever found Ed's podcast, and his podcast has validated the epiphany that I had in Central Park, and it was like mind-blowing, and ever since then we've been obsessed. He also has a few books out that talk about veganism that we haven't read yet, but we definitely are going to be picking up. He also does something that makes me so nervous because I don't see how people do this, but he also has a YouTube series where he'll sit down in the park and he'll debate, we'll call it debate, with people who are non-vegan, but like definitely on the extreme spectrum of being non-vegan. Like he's argued with hunters, people that are very against veganism. He does a very good job, but he's always calm and collective, and he definitely gives veganism a good reputation, and I would definitely just recommend seeking him out because he can give you a lot of advice and a lot of knowledge about veganism. The next question is, have we learned something surprising or unexpected about ourselves after going vegan? I used to think before I went vegan that I would never be able to give up cheese. That was literally a reason that I was saying that I could never go vegan, because I like love cheese too much. As I am here, a 3-year vegan, I definitely can give up cheese, and I feel like that has also taught me perseverance to be able to get over certain hurdles by being vegan, because like we were saying, the world really isn't 100% accommodating to vegans. There's a lot of times when there's not even vegan options. So I think that being vegan has taught me to overcome things and to do a little bit of problem solving, trying to figure out how I can make a meal out of the things that are offered to me. Summing it up, I would say that I learned that I can give up cheese, which also shows me that I can persevere, and also I can be a problem solver when I need to be. Mine is going to be one of the unexpected things that I found that I like as a vegan now that I've had to give up a lot of stuff is I found out that I actually like salads. I used to be like, I don't like salads because I didn't really like ranch or anything like that, but now we can eat ranch, so we had to kind of find other things. But I really like a kale salad, specifically from Sweet Green. Like I'm always like, oh, I want Sweet Green, and I'm like, never in my life have I ever said that I wanted a salad. Next question is going to be, if we could change one thing about how the world views veganism, what would that be? Mine would be that vegans are extremists. I definitely think that there are certain types of vegans out there, but I feel like for the most part, I think vegans we just stay in our own lane, and it's not necessarily like I'm gonna be hitting a burger out of your hand when I walk in the street beside you. I think PETA gives veganism a bad reputation when they do all the runway and all the stuff like that. I would like people to understand that veganism is a personal choice. I'm not going to be pushing my lifestyle onto anybody else. I chose to do this for the reason that I did, and you're doing what you're doing for the reason that you're doing, and we can all get along and be happy. My answer would be that veganism is growing, and we need some more vegan options, and we also need them accessible to us. I know that Impossible has hot dogs and corn dogs and stuff, but no one literally has seen them. Where are they Impossible? I would like access to those and just more access to vegan stuff in general. I feel like every restaurant should have at least 1 or 2 vegan things. It's becoming more normalized, more popular, so I think restaurants need to take care of everyone and make sure that there's at least 1 or 2 vegan options. The last question is, what is the most rewarding thing about veganism? I literally thought about this the other day. All of the animal friends that I am helping, and also helping the pollution with the planet. Animal farming and production of animal-based products products creates a lot of pollution in the world and also uses a lot of resources, more resources than creating vegan products. I think the most rewarding thing for me about being vegan is everything that you said, but I don't want to say the exact same thing that you said. So I'm going to say that I think I have become a better cook. I think I've always learned how to cook and everything, but I think since we had to kind of create our own recipes, figure out what works, what doesn't work, play around with new foods that I never thought I would be eating, I think I've become a better cook, and I think I definitely get more nutrients, and I think I eat more of a well-balanced diet for the most part now that I'm vegan. That is going to be the end of our 3-year vegan Q&A mukbang. I can't believe it's been 3 years since we've literally been vegan. Yeah, me neither. I remember when we did the first one when we were in Florida. If you like the video, comment a animal emoji, any animal emoji you are feeling. If you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss a video. We'll see you next Sunday with a brand new video. Bye!